Okay, good morning. This is Marvin Huddleston, the Rambling Observer, and I am here to talk to you today about Casita Travel trailers. My wife and I have one ordered. We ordered our trailer on June the 4th, 2018. Today is November the 8th, 2018. Our trailer originally was supposed to have been done October 4th, but I realized early on in this project that we were not going to have all the cash together. We're paying cash for ours, and I'll tell you how we did that. We're not rich, no, but I'll tell you how this has all come about. I realized that we were not going to by October. The October date, I think October 14th was our original pickup. No, October 16th. October 16th was our original pickup date. I told them early on I wasn't going to have the money by then. I did not mind them bumping us down. We don't have a tow vehicle, first of all. And I'll tell you how that came about, too. We're going to get our trailer probably before we have a tow vehicle. And I'll tell you why that's going to happen. My wife's car is not going to be paid off until late January or early February. We cannot carry an extra car note. We figured out early on we're not going to be able to afford to buy a new car. When we went to the dealerships, I like to had a heart attack. We saw F-150 pickups for $75,000. Is that crazy or what? A vehicle like we would need, we're probably talking $40,000. No, I can't afford that. There's no way. So I am semi-retired. I draw early Social Security, and I say I'm semi-retired because I am a substitute teacher for a school district, and we don't make very much money. I don't want to go into all that detail, but Mesquite ISD only pays about a maximum of $83 a day for the normal for a sub with a master's degree like me. So anyway, my wife and I first started wanting something along the lines of an RV early on in our marriage. We were married. We were high school sweethearts, first of all. People in the Casita land and in I guess fiberglass trailers in general have kind of a cult following. People who buy, it's kind of like telescopes. Back when I bought a Starmaster and Newtonian telescope, there was always debate about was the Starmaster superior or the Obsession the superior telescope. Casita Travel trailers or fiberglass traveler trailers are the same way. The debates are on the different models. Is a Casita better? Is a Scamp better? Et cetera, et cetera. When we started this process over a year ago now, when we decided we were going to take the plunge and obtain a trailer, started looking at what was available. I looked at everything out there I could find, considered all models. Very quickly, we thought we had decided to buy a Scamp. The reason was that I have a Toyota Sorento that was my mother's. She died in May, and that is another story. But I was already driving her car because she had stopped driving, and it had become mine. It was transferred to us, and et cetera. But make a long story short, we had decided on a Scamp because we could tow the Scamp almost with the Toyota Sorento that I had. But we started figuring out pretty quickly that even then we were going to really be pushing it with that car. I knew this 13-foot Scamp was going to be tiny. And the more we thought about it, the more we decided, it's just not going to work. I would see the 16-foot Scamps, I believe they are, that have a side dinette. And I was thinking, how perfect would that be? You've got a little dinette on the side. You can have the bed, the other dinette made into a bed, leave it in that configuration, et cetera, and it'd be perfect. But we could not tow it. As we went along, I started looking at videos and I was listening to complaints. And praises that people had for the different scams. One thing kept coming out that concerned me, and that was that people were having some issues with different things on their scam. And I wasn't satisfied with what they said their answers they were getting from scam was. One guy had a warped door to the bathroom area, I believe it was, or the closet or something. It just obviously was not right. Another one had problems with the drawer, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the people made the comment that it kind of was a straw that broke the camel's back for me on that. He made a comment about, so I think it was the warped door, and the answer he got from the factory was, yeah, that sometimes happens. Wrong. That's not going to happen if I buy a travel trailer and spend my life savings on something like this, mine and my wife's, and have issues like that. That's inexcusable. So we started again thinking about something we had thought about most of our married life. In 1982, we ran across a new product that was coming out called the Casita. And we wanted a Casita ever since we first saw it. I'm thinking we actually saw this at an RV show. If I'm not mistaken, they probably did RV shows in their early days. They've got the perfect business today. If you were going to have a small business like this, Casita would be the business to have. These guys, they make to order, or they manufacture to order their units, and they don't have to advertise. There's such a cult following and a loyalty that goes on with these little trailers that there's no need for them to advertise. They sell probably as many as they can make, and I understand that number's around 700 a year. Of what they manufacture. But anyway, it looks like we're going to get probably, if not the last, one of the last 2018s that will be delivered. Our unit is supposed to be ready to be picked up on January the 7th is now the date. Our original pickup date was in October, but I knew I would not have the money. So let's go into this a little bit deeper and talk about how we've come about all of this and why we're doing this. I don't know where this is going to lead. I am becoming intrigued with people who are actually living in trailers, even this small and smaller, full time. I've run across a young couple, millennials, who were on YouTube, who are living in a 13-foot scamp full time. I don't know how in the world you do that, but they talk about it in their little videos. It was quite entertaining and interesting. I'm having health issues. I'm at that age that this starts. For about probably the last 10 years, this has kind of snowballed. But one of the problems I'm having right now is I get miserable with every front that comes through. I have fibromyalgia. I also have neuropathy, coronary artery disease, a whole bunch of other stuff, all related, I think, to diabetes. But anyway, one of the thought processes in my mind as we go forward with this is, hey, you know what? Someday my wife's going to retire and we're going to have plenty of time to travel whatever we want to do. And it is possible, obviously, if people are doing it, to live in these little trailers. Not that I want to move full time into RVing in a 17-foot trailer, but when the weather changes, we could go to Florida, where she has family down in the central Florida area. And there is a place near her, about 40 minutes away from her, where her mom and dad and sister live in Florida, called the Chiefland Astronomy Village. I'm joining them in January. That's when their year starts and you pay dues. They have 11 spaces for small trailers with 30 amp circuits and all the hookups except for sewer. And they have 2 for larger RVs that require 50 amp service. So I'm going to join and find out about, look into the possibility of moving down that way during the cold, harsh winters that we get sometimes here in Texas. I know we don't get, Northerners kind of laugh, snicker, saying he thinks they have bad weather. The weather in Dallas, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, where we live, which is a suburb of Dallas, is bad enough that it really affects me. It's better in this area of Florida, and I can do astronomy. How perfect is that? But anyway, back to our process, how we come about considering buying a Casita Travel trailer, because I'm hoping other people will be looking at this as they try to make decisions also. We started out ordering a Casita Freedom Deluxe. And why I wanted the Freedom Deluxe was I love those captain's chairs. I sat in those things and they're so comfortable. I really wanted those captain's chairs. However, we have a 8-year-old granddaughter now. She just turned 8 this Monday. And I've done a video on that, by the way, talking about the present I've got her that actually is here in San Antonio with me. I'm having it signed by the Signature series that they based it on a guy named Robert Reeves. Celestron telescope is got his name on it. He's actually going to personally sign, although they're all signed with his signature by the factory, he's going to actually sign it in person and give her a book that's offered only as a download by Celestron. And so I'm meeting with him tomorrow. But anyway, back to the Casita. We changed our mind. Largely, we wanted our granddaughter to be able to do some traveling with us, little tyke. And she's a sweetheart. She is Papa's little girl. I love Papa's little sweetheart. And I am working hard to get her, or plan to be working hard to get her interested in STEM sciences like astronomy. And who knows, maybe someday she will follow science as a career choice. That's another subject for another video. So we changed over to the Spirit model. I also want to be able to take this trailer to Oklahoma frequently, probably every month around new moon. The Texas Astronomical Society has an observing site in Atoka County, Oklahoma, and I have leased a 20 by 20 foot spot from them and bought the improvements on that spot so I can take the trailer down there and do astronomy and stay for days and days and have all the comforts of home, bathroom, shower, cooking ability, et cetera, et cetera. I have a good friend, for example, my buddy who does meteor observing, David Swan. He can go with me on times, and I've got other friends that can go with me from time to time to do stargazing for days on end. And they will have a little bunk to sleep on, the little bunk that the side dinette turns into. That will be my granddaughter's bed when she's with us, and my sister's bed if she goes with us, and anybody else who travels to different places with us. But anyway, so what we did, we bought we made the order for the Casita in June, and the base price of the unit was $17,785. And we added, first of all, I wanted my wife and I, as we discussed this over a year ago, as we started thinking about this and planning this and discussing this, we decided first of all, I didn't want to get something that did not have something, and I'd later be going, buyer's remorse. I should have bought that, and we didn't get it. So what we did, we've ordered basically a fully loaded unit. We're paying cash for it, through retirement funds and stocks and et cetera, and the next probably 3 months of my salary and most of my leftover Social Security after house payments and stuff are made will go into this trailer so that we can walk in with the total amount and pay for it. We ordered ours with a furnace. It doesn't get that cold in Texas that much. The air conditioner that we also have on our unit will have a heating strip with it, and most of our heat will probably be using that air conditioner unit. I don't know yet; we haven't done this, but we ordered ours for the furnace, and they charge $489 for the furnace. We've ordered ours with the awning, which is basically a sun shield, something to sit under to keep the sun off your head. That's an expensive item. That's almost $800. We ordered vinyl flooring. We ordered outside wash station. We ordered an upgrade to the fresh water tank. I think the stock model is 16 gallon. We went with 25 gallon. That was probably well spent money. That upgrade was $79. The microwave oven, we ordered it with that. We ordered it with the LED interior and exterior lights, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I guess the other lights aren't LED. I don't know. I don't know why that's an accessory. We've got a 2 burner range cover to cover the range. We've got a sink cover that we've ordered. We've ordered the electric tongue jack. At my age, I need all the help I can get in setting this stuff up, and that's something I thought was a necessity. We ordered an upgrade to the battery. We ordered a sealed, maintenance-free, deep cycle battery upgrade for ours. That was a little like $278. Now, I understand for people it is well worth it. So we've also got the Anderson no sway weight distribution hitch, which is $489. And I just saw a video of someone who had an accident. They swerved in their vehicle and rolled it, trying to miss something in the road. And their trailer flipped numerous times and landed in a tree, against a tree, and it destroyed their trailer. I think everything you can do to make it safer is well worth the money. We've got the high lift suspension package, which was an $199 upgrade. We want to do that because we want to be able to take this off the grid and do some boondocking and stuff like that it will just help. And we've got the video entertainment package. You're not always going to be hiking and enjoying the outdoors. There's going to be times you're not going to be out in the heat. You want to sit down and relax and watch some television or something. If it's raining and all that kind of stuff, you've got something to keep yourself occupied. Now, the neat thing about that entertainment package, it has a DVD built in the TV and stuff, so we can watch movies and that sort of thing. We also ordered it with the solar port. Right now, I do not have a solar package ordered. I'm probably going to buy the ZAMP, the 140 watt ZAMP, later on. I intend also to add a generator, and I'm trying to decide what generator package would be best for us. Our finances are probably going to be the deciding factor. The smaller Honda generator, the 2200 model, is around $1,000, I think. The 3,000 watt Honda generator, which I understand is a bear to lift. It's very heavy. It's going to be around $2,200. I'd like to get that because of the fact that I would like to be able to pop popcorn and not have to worry about forgetting to turn off the air conditioner and it tripping a breaker. That's what happens. If you can't not run the air conditioner, have that compressor running and try to use the microwave, for example. So it'd be nice to have that bigger generator. However, you can buy the smaller generator and add a companion to it, and then you've got 4,000 watts of power. They're run, I believe, in parallel. So that's a possibility too. So consider that if you're thinking about a travel trailer. So that's kind of where we're at on this. Now, what led us, first of all, is people in Casita land. All these trailers have names, almost all of them. You'll see them talking about their Casita by like it's a person by name. Our Casita is going to be called Skeeter. And the reason we came up with that idea was because if you see here, my shirt I'm wearing today has a mosquito on it. And it says on there, mesquite skaters. Well, Robin and I were high school sweethearts and still are. She's still my high school sweetheart. We were both graduated from Mesquite High School, and our high school mascot is the Skeeter. So that's how our trailer has come to be called Skeeter. When we got married 42 3/4 years ago, my grooms wore burgundy tuxes. The reason being I couldn't find anything in maroon. I wanted my school colors to be my groomsmen's colors that we wore in our wedding. So I'm a real Skeeter fan, in case you're wondering if that's not obvious. But one of the things I'll be doing also in these videos is we go along, you get to follow our process. We are 2 months away from our new delivery date. It's supposed to be ready to be picked up on January the 7th. It will probably be later in the month, around the 25th, before we'll actually pick this up, assuming it all depends on the finances. I'm putting my income toward that, and I may need that check added in January to finalize this deal and be able to go in there and pick this thing up and have the cash. I say pick it up. Here's the other problem. We do not have a tow vehicle. You need a vehicle that will tow 5,000 pounds and 500-pound tongue weight, I believe it is, on the hitch. And so we're going to have to find something we can afford to do that. It's not going to be nothing new. I've found a couple of Ford Expeditions that have caught my attention. So I don't know where that's going to go. We'll see as we progress in all of this. So I'm not the only, or we're not the only ones who have bought their Casita before they had a tow vehicle. What we'll probably wind up doing is either I'll get a friend to help us pick that thing up, say around the 25th of January when we have all the cash, or and more likely probably we will pay them $1.25 a mile to drive that thing for us and deliver it to Mesquite and place it in our driveway for us. And it may sit there for a while until we can afford a tow vehicle. Hopefully not too long. I really want to take the Casita in April, I think it is next year, to the Texas Star Party. One of the things I want to do is start attending the Texas Star Party every year I can, if I can make the lottery. There's so many people who want to go to the Texas Star Party, there's seldom enough spaces for everybody. So there are people that don't get to go that want to go and have the money and all that stuff, that kind of thing. I understand having a small travel trailer in the 20, I mean in the 17-foot size will help us because they don't have that big a line of people wanting those RV sites at the Prude Ranch down in near the McDonald Observatory in the Davis Mountains, where the Texas Star Party is held. The Prude Ranch has some RV sites, but the smaller RV sites are usually, there's not as much of demand. Most of these people have bigger RVs. So as we go forward with this over the next number of years with our Casita, with old Skeeter, there is a very good possibility in the future we may want to exit stage right and head to Florida during certain times of the year to avoid the cold and stuff that makes me so miserable here in this area. We also want to go stage left and be able to go up to Washington State and Oregon, that area there, to visit with our son, who lives now in Vancouver, Washington, right outside of Portland. That's another drive for us to get a little Casita, that be able to do that. I'm very excited about having a travel trailer that I can do. Now, I've started a group. I'm going to be doing a web page. It's already on, you can find it already on Facebook, called The Strolling Astronomer. I'm also doing one on Casita Astronomy. Casita Astronomers. There's a good group already for RVers traveling with telescopes I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm just trying to start a different thing that will be exclusively for Casita owners to fellowship and organize group meetings in astronomy. So it's called Casita Astronomers. Go out on Facebook and find that. And Strolling Astronomer also. I've already put a couple of bids up on the Strolling Astronomer page. I'm excited about being able to take this trailer and going to the Chiefland Star Party, the Texas Star Party, the Okie-Tex Star Party, which is frequently jokingly called the Sokie-Tex Star Party because it gets weathered out a lot, which will be nice having a casita when you've got the TV and all this stuff to keep you occupied if you can't do astronomy. But the Texas Astronomical Society owns a nice site. I think I've already mentioned that. I'll be taking our casita to a lot. I can take our casita down and use the facilities at the Chiefland Astronomy Group or Chiefland Star Party Group. I can't remember exactly, but it's the Astronomy Village. I'm going to look into future possibilities. If we were to ever decide to sell everything out and become full-time RVers, and there's a lot of people doing this now, we can live in this little trailer, and we could possibly obtain some property, maybe in Oklahoma, for example, down around the Chiefland area, maybe at this Chiefland Astronomy Village, and put in a pavilion parking thing. Like I've seen a guy on YouTube named Rusty, who has a neat little setup at his little town down in the Llano area of Texas, where he's done a very similar thing. He's put up a structure for it to park his trailer under, and heck, we might do that. One of the other thoughts we've had is the possibility to do a reverse mortgage on our home and be able to live off of those funds and travel when we want to and be at our home when we want to. I don't know that I want to take the full plunge and sell everything and live in a 17-foot trailer until I die. I don't know. Well, let's see how that works. I don't know that that's going to happen. But to be able to be gone for months at a time and be able to live on part of our equity of our house, it makes it an attractive thing to look into. That's one of the thoughts we've had. It's becoming a necessity for me because I've got to do something about this. I'm absolutely miserable when the weather changes. Weather's changed a little bit here in San Antonio. It's getting a little cooler, and I'm starting to feel it. I just hope I'm not miserable tomorrow, because I'm going to see Robert Reeves tomorrow to take a little telescope down and have him personally sign it for my granddaughter. And I'll be meeting him tomorrow. And it's going to be cold tomorrow, I understand, here. It's going to drop down into the 30s, I believe, upper 30s in the evening. So it's been beautiful all this week that we've been here. But it looks like that's coming quickly to an end. So that's kind of our plan, and I hope I hope you will subscribe to this channel and follow our adventures in my blog on Casita. I'm going to do a blog strictly on Casita Travel Trailers. You'll be able to follow us over the next couple of years and see how this all progresses in the next couple of months. You'll be able to find out about our search for a tow vehicle and how that works out. I know there's going to be some other people out there that are interested in that possibility. Anyway, when we finally get out into the camping world and we're out with our casita a lot and our tow vehicle and stuff, watch for old Skeeter. It will have some. It will also have some vinyl lettering on it, like probably ramblingobserver.com will be on there to direct people to the Rambling Observer posts that I'll be doing when I'm doing astronomy, and just when we're exploring national parks and things. But anyway, follow the page. I'm new to this, so I hope to get better and better as this goes along. But I hope you will follow our adventures and enjoy learning about casita trailers and learning about camping and boondocking as we learn it, because this is all new to us. Talk to you later. Come back and watch us later and watch our future presentations. Bye.